What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with Will Leahey. What's up, Will?
Ninja, I'm feeling great, man. The Red Sox absolutely abused the Cubbies yesterday at Fenway. We got the Irish, Canadian, Greek god, Tyler O'Neill just stepping up and hitting bombs all over the place. This guy's unbelievable, Ninja. And the Red Sox are having a season. I thought they were going to be absolute trash, and I was wrong, Ninja. They're doing all right.
I didn't expect it, and I love it. Competitive Boston teams are fantastic. I see we're both wearing white. I have my SoftBank Hawks.
It is pretty flat, Ninja. Let's see it. Let's get a full view of this, Jobby.
There we go.
If you're in Japan,
that's pretty sweet.
You can buy that in country.
Yes, have a deal with Fanatics in Japan. They're doing a great job. And remember, before we get into our whip around the league, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We need you on board. I'm going to start with my whip around the league. J.P. Sears had 8 Ks in 6 1/3 innings. He gave up 7 runs. He had this fastball, slider, and these sweepers. And he faced Cole Irvin, who was outstanding yesterday with 5 strikeouts and 7 scoreless innings. He had this painted sinker and changeup. Aaron Savali had 3 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 6 runs. He had this sinker and cutter. He faced Jonathan Cannon, but we're going by Johnny Cannon for him because Johnny Cannon's just way better marketing. He had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had these sweepers. You agree, Will? Johnny Cannon, right?
Ninja, this isn't a question. Jonathan Cannon could be a banker, an accountant. Johnny Cannon is a flame-throwing legend on the South Side, and he needs to be rebranded as such. You get it. You know this stuff.
Look, I'm a marketer. It's Johnny Cannon. Mitchell Parker had 2 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 1 run, and had this splitter. He faced Edward Cabrera, who had 4 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 5 earned runs. But Cabrera's stuff was way better than the 5 earned runs he gave up. He had this heater, this absolute soul-stealing curveball. This is an Allen Iverson curveball, breaking ankles, and had his changeups, of course, up to 94 miles an hour. And look at the drop on that. Here's an overlay of his 97-mile-an-hour fastball and 94-mile-an-hour changeup. And you can see why that 94-mile-an-hour changeup would give you fits. Brady Singer had 6 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 1 run, and had these fastballs and sliders. He faced Casey Mize, who had 2 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, and had these heaters. Ronel Blanco continued to be really good. He had 8 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. His ERA this year is 1.65. He had these fastballs, changeups, and cutters. And I think I may be underestimating good old Ronel. He is pretty awesome. Blanco faced Cal Quantrill, who had 2 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 6 runs, and had this changeup.
Ninja, that actually brings us to our dong of the day. And we're going south of the border here for a double dong. And it's from these dual blasts from Yordan Alvarez at 461 feet apiece. He just going down to TJ and letting loose down there with these absolute blasts from the big dog.
He's about as good a hitter as I've seen. That guy is amazing. His balance always seems to be on time with anything. Love watching him hit. And this is coming from a pitching guy.
Yeah, I threw a couple shekels on him preseason to win MVP, thinking that the Astros were going to be a good team and he'd lead them. And so far, they've absolutely stunk on ice. But if anyone can bring her back, it's this guy.
Ben Brown had 4 Ks in 3 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs, and had these fastballs and knuckle curve. He faced Josh Winkowski as the opener, who had 1 K in 3 scoreless innings, and had this fastball at the knees. Chris Paddock had 2 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this painted fastball. He faced Jose Soriano, who wasn't that good yesterday. He had 1 K in 1 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this knuckle curve. I still love Soriano's stuff, but definitely a step back for him. Tanner Bibee was freaking outstanding yesterday with 9 strikeouts and 7 scoreless innings, giving up only 2 hits. He had these fastballs, changeups, and wicked sliders. And I don't know if you remember last time he pitched, I said, it's looking like his stuff has really gotten sharp. And this was proof of it. To do this against the Braves, he just carved them up. He faced Charlie Morton, who had 6 Ks in 7 innings, giving up no runs. He had these curveballs at over 3,100 RPMs and picked up a sword. Also watching him K. Bo Naylor in this game. It reminded me of my son K-ing Bo Naylor at PG National. Little Ninja destroying Bo Naylor. I will not show his at-bat against Bobby Witt Jr. Ranger Suarez had 8 Ks in 8 innings, giving up 1 run on 3 hits and no walks. He was outstanding again yesterday. He did have his streak of 32 scoreless innings broken this game, but had this jump back two-seamer and these nasty curveballs. His curveball is really one of the better pitchers in baseball. Love watching this guy pitch. And he faced Dylan Cease, who had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 5 runs, and had these sliders. Not a sharp outing from Cease, but he'll be back. Carlos Rodon was terrific yesterday with 8 Ks in 6 innings, giving up only 1 run and 2 hits. He really put on a slider show. He had a 58% whiff rate with his slider yesterday. Look at these things. This is prime Carlos Rodon. And here's an overlay of Rodon's 97-mile-an-hour fastball with his slider. And you can see why when his slider is on, my man is a machine. I also love this reaction on this foul tip. You can see he really felt for his catcher here. He faced Joe Ross, who had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 5 earned runs. 5s are wild. He had this fastball and slider. Sonny Gray had 9 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 earned run and 4 hits. His ERA this year is 1.16, and I'd ask the question during this game whether Sonny Gray's Cy Young odds were too high, because I see him as a contender. And right when I asked that question, he gave up 4 runs, but only 1 of them was earned. The Ninja Jinx is real. He did have this elevated fastball, these wicked curveballs, and the sweeper for a sword. And I'm going to skip Adrian Hauser because I just didn't see anything good in his outing. Sorry, Adrian. Hunter Green was outstanding yesterday with 6 strikeouts and 7 scoreless innings, giving up only 1 hit. This is the Hunter Green I expect to see. He had these overpowering fastballs and nasty slider. And he faced Michael Lorenzen, who had 3 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 5 runs, and this fastball and this inside two-seamer. Jordan Hicks was fantastic yesterday, going 6 innings with 9 Ks.
Nice.
Giving up only 1 run on 5 hits and had no walks. He had this sinker, but the story of the game was his splitter. These things are disgusting. Look at this. He had 11 swings and misses on his splitter out of his 15 total swings and misses for the game. He had a 50% whiff rate on the splitter this game. Just nasty stuff from Hicks. Taking that velo off and turning him into a starter looks freaking brilliant. He faced Martin Perez, who had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up no earned runs, and had this cutter and changeup. Tyler Glasnow went 6 innings with 9 Ks.
Nice.
Giving up only 2 hits and 1 run. He had these heaters up to 99 miles an hour. And here's a home plate view of his heater. Let me know if you think he can hit that. He also had his hammer curveballs, and here's an overlay of his fastball and curveball, and God help you if you have to face this man. Absolutely disgusting. I love him hitting 99 this game because he is an admitted radar slut.
Oh, he's like, I'm a little radar slut anyway, so I look up every time.
He faced Yusei Kikuchi, who had 3 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this slider and curveball. Slade Ciccone had 8 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run and 3 hits. And he looked really, really good yesterday. He had these fastballs, changeups, and sliders. And I freaking love his K-hops. He's absolutely electric to watch. Look at these follow-throughs. And he faced yesterday's filthiest starting pitcher of the day, George Kirby. George Kirby was absolutely ridiculous yesterday. It is not hyperbole to say he is Greg Maddux plus 8 miles an hour. He had 12 strikeouts and 7 scoreless innings, giving up only 2 hits and 1 walk. And he did this against one of the harder teams to K, the Diamondbacks. He blew hitters away in the first inning, topping out at 99.3 miles an hour. He did have this front door two-seamer, got the benefit of a call here, much like the 90 strike zones that Greg Maddux had. And then later had this beautiful, you can't do this any better, front door two-seamer, absolutely painted. See, as a hitter, you're putting your arms up. You think you're going to wear it in the ribs, and it makes it just catching the strike zone. And this is absolutely reminiscent of Greg Maddux. He had 18 whiffs on his fastball yesterday, a 51% whiff rate, and had 23 swings and misses for the game. Mariners pitchers are on a heater right now. They have given up 15 earned runs in their last 15 starts. Kirby wasn't just about his fastball. He had these sliders and splitters too, And here's an overlay of his slider and splitter. And you can see how they start out pretty much down the middle and end up on two different sides of the plate. Kirby is the first pitcher this year to have 12 Ks with 2 or fewer hits in a game. And I talk about George Kirbys Command and it being Greg Maddux-like, and I don't say this lightly. He is the lowest walks per 9 for anyone ever, or at least anyone since 1950, with over 30 innings pitched or 50 strikeouts. And Kirby has well over 300 innings pitched and well over 300 career strikeouts. He's that good. He dwarfs everybody in terms of walks per 9. And I even called him on this during our interview.
I started the count off with a strike more often than, I was starting with the ball. So
was that a little humble brag about I generally start off with a strike and I just have a hard time throwing balls, like I'm Mr. Command.
Yeah, I guess so.
And it isn't just me saying this. Check out this interview question to Scott Service after the game about George Kirbys Command.
You talk about the stuff and the velocity, but his ability to command the baseball, the sinkers he was throwing tonight and the edges, the pitches on the edges, that guys don't do that. Like, they don't command like that. I mean, like, it's 90s night. Everybody talks about Maddux, but Maddux didn't throw 97 like this.
No, he didn't. I can speak first to live that one. But, George is a special pitcher.
Vincent Van Gogh called Kirby after the game, said, "Hey, do you have any painting tips?" Now on to my filthiest relievers. Brian Abreu had these fastballs. Ryan Helsley had this wicked slider. Jeff Hoffman had 3 Ks with this fastball, slider, and splitter. Raisel Iglesias had this changeup. Dylan Lee had a White Castle special. Adrian Morejon had 5 Ks and 3 scoreless innings with these fastballs and sweeper. Joe Kelly had an electric fastball and nasty slider. Andres Munoz had this wicked slider. Evan Phillips had this filthy sweeper. Jordan Romano had this fantastic reaction to getting pulled from the game. I mean, the man is a psychopath. I don't know if I'd want to go out there. And Patrick Wisdom proved the old adage that pitchers are athletes with this play. Okay, he's maybe not a pitcher, but he was pitching here. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday. At number 5, we have Tyler Glasnow's 99-mile-an-hour heater and his hammers. At number 4, Carlos Rodon and his sliders. At number 3, even though he didn't have a great outing, Edward Cabrera's curveball was absolutely disgusting, as well as his changeup. At number 2, Jordan Hicks and pick a splitter. These were just nasty. And at number 1, the pitch of the day was George Kirby's front door two-seamer. You cannot paint it any better than that. Put this on a wall in Cooperstown. Absolutely gorgeous. And now, my pitching ninja moment of Zen. I love these dogs. They rock. My picks of the day today are a 3-leg parlay. I'm going to start out with Tarek Skubal for 6 Ks or more, then take Reed Detmers for 6 Ks or more, and top it off with Jared Jones for 7 Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?